want that on the soundboard.
And this is Kentucky Hot Brown Boys.
Oh, yeah. Coming at you on a Thursday. What the fuck's going on with you guys, man?
Switching it up.
Yeah. It's like a little delayed reaction there, man. Just waiting for everybody to just jump in.
Woo!
Thank you, Leo.
You're welcome.
Helping a guy out there.
It ain't
man.
Friday, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't used to this.
I wish it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna fuck me up because it's gonna make me think that it's Friday and I'm gonna be.
You're gonna wake up. We wake up tomorrow like, fuck, it ain't Saturday.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So the reason we're here on a Thursday is me and Dusty. We got a little show to go to tomorrow.
Yes.
A little Debbie action at the Trixie's.
Can't miss the annual
in Elville.
Little Debbie show every year, pretty much.
We usually hit about 2 a year.
Yeah,
roughly.
Yeah,
is she like local to this particular area?
No, she just like to visit strip clubs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is she from California?
Yeah, she's from the Bay.
She's from the
Does
Bay.
her shows get pretty wild?
Not really.
No.
It's not like Luther Campbell on stage.
No. I wish it was. That'd be fucking
Who believes in
tight.
scientists, dude?
Does he still tour?
He wasn't. He
I
just.
don't think so.
No, there was a big to-do. He played the old Annie's, whatever it's called, when it was called Inner Circle, like a year or two ago, and they did a twerk contest on stage, but basically like chicks were like eating each other out on stage. And
Wow.
I
yeah.
did hear about that.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Leo was like, man, I got film of that.
Oh, I did actually see it on video.
Yeah, there was like all kinds of like
Your mic
videos of
sound
it.
is
and stuff.
dead.
I think he's dead, yeah.
Oh, no.
Sure it's not me? Yeah. I don't know.
I can hear him in my
I can hear him, but I hear myself as well.
He's very low. Sorry, folks.
popping off.
See, that's what happened in that video. They popped up.
Yeah.
Talk for me now.
Talk.
I guess you're good. But anyway, right off the bat here, we got a message from Ken Cabin. He says, "What's up?" Actually, he says, "What up? My favorite show. Love you guys. Thank you, Ken. We appreciate that."
Yeah. Kind of a cool name, Ken Cabin.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. At least it's not like Capman.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of weird. Or
Yeah.
Ken Kenman.
Yeah.
Or Ken Kniff, the guy
Yeah.
from the
From
Eminem
Connecticut.
interlude.
Yeah. Ken Kennedy or something. Yeah.
So if you read the description of the video tonight, folks, not only are we on Facebook and YouTube, we're now also on Periscope / Twitter.
Can't forget Pornhub.
I was gonna say that.
I wish we
we're
could.
Getting like we're all like think alike and shit on. Two episodes into this shit.
I bet if we had more nudity on the show, we could get on Pornhub. Yeah,
I'll get down with the
Yeah,
skivvies.
those have like a little 3-second porn clip right before.
I don't even think
they come in.
Just like a little it's like some.
Or have it like halfway through the video, so that's like the
high point.
Yeah, like they have to watch it all the way to the
scramble
middle.
in the porn like
Channel 72.
Yeah, like
condom.
Who wants to come on a condom?
It's not fun. You know, when I was a kid, my uncle asked me. He said, "You ever jacked off in a condom yet?" And I'm like, "No. Why would you jack off in a condom?"
Is that a thing? Do
It's
people
supposed
do
to
that?
like help you build. I always heard it helped you build up stamina when
Yeah.
I was a kid.
Really?
Like, yeah.
I never heard that.
Yeah.
No.
What about it is helping you build up
I don't know
stamina?
because I don't know
Because of the feeling, I guess. You
Yeah.
can't feel anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard.
You're still jerking yourself.
time for that.
Actually, that's the opposite of what works, I would think.
Really? You think so?
Think about it. Like, if you don't have sex with the wetness and the warmth, that's what you lacking.
Yeah.
And jacking
That's
off in
true.
a condom just makes it worse. Soon you
Yeah.
start going raw, you're going to be busting early.
You're like, "Oh, damn."
It's
Right.
overwhelming, you know?
That's a good Leoism right there.
Jerking off is kind of sad anyway. So
Yeah.
Afterwards,
like imagine like
especially.
jerking off into a condom, then
Yeah.
it's just like even more like, dude, what am I doing
Yeah.
with my life?
The
Like,
shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why does your hand smell like spermicide? Well,
Does spermicide have Does it have a smell?
I mean, I
Your
don't
mom's
know.
like, what happened to
Yes.
that Golden Girls DVD set that I had? Call back.
He go for the Senate, side.
Yeah.
Oh, I want the rose. I'm a lavender guy. So
Oh Oh man, was it mint? Was it creme de mint?
shit.
Or whatever?
Creme de mint,
Yeah,
yes.
creme de mint.
For all the Reno 911 fans
It
out
might
there.
feel
Yeah.
funny. A warm sensation. Maybe that's what
The
you need,
tingling?
though. You put
Yeah.
a little mint in the
Yeah,
condom.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Then she blow you like want some of the lip balm here? It's called Bliss Dicks.
Hey, another KYHBB.com
Yeah.
product right
Yeah, there you go,
man.
Bliss Dicks.
We need to make a commercial for that. It helps prevent against herpes and
Yeah.
other oral
Yeah.
things you might get. I don't know.
And we got dick mesh that prevent pregnancy, so we all over the board. We
And
Not only does it prevent pregnancy, but it also prevents jalapeno seeds from
Oh,
getting in your dick
absolutely.
hole.
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
an inspiration. How could
Yeah.
I forget?
And that's been a problem for a really long time for a lot of people.
Jalapeno
yeah.
seeds in the
Yeah,
dick hole?
yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Like, what happened to you last night? I got seeded. That's the new thing.
Some
Seeded.
girl put her seed in me. What?
Fucking farmer's daughter did it, man.
Yeah. Except it was a pumpkin seed.
Yeah. Ooh, man.
I know, right? Just makes you want.
Made me cringe a little bit.
Yeah, makes you want to cry.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Bippity boppity ow.
So what's been going on with you crazy people this week, man? Anything exciting going on? Nothing?
You're running the race on. That's exciting. That's more than.
Just drink water.
We'll see.
Yeah, drink lots of
Yeah.
water. We
Is
don't want
it
you
a
to be
marathon?
dehydrated.
No, the 10K. And I'm treating it as though it was a marathon.
well.
That's still that's
Jeez.
That's a lot.
that's what
Yeah.
what is it?
6.2.
That's a lot of miles.
6.2
Yeah.
miles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty far. That's farther than I want to walk. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that. Let
Have you-
alone
you
run
been
or
practicing?
jog.
You been prepping?
I've been,
Thinking about it?
sort of.
Fuck!
Like,
Ah, shit! It's in 2
Mental
weeks.
preparedness is better than physical preparedness in some situations.
She's been on the total gym with Chuck Norris.
I've been training twice a week, and I've only cried about every time, but it's fine.
About every time,
It's
but
fine.
not every time.
Almost. I probably
Almost.
average about 70%.
70%.
70%.
I'd be like
I hate
95.
running. It's fucking awful. It's the worst.
Yeah,
But
running.
What are you doing it for?
Yeah.
because
Peer pressure, wasn't
no, because I am out of shape as fuck, and I needed to
Motivation.
get back to it, and I need like an end thing.
I got you.
So.
So,
yeah.
like, after you do this, you're, like, done trying to get fit?
No, after this I'm doing boxing, and then I have a mud run in July.
Boxing, like in a gym?
So,
But you said you
yeah.
needed, like, an end.
Well, I need to work on my upper body strength for the mud run. So there's the mud run.
Basically, in 3
Yeah.
more months, Brittany's gonna leave me for a cross training instructor. I'm
Oh,
sure.
he's
gonna
probably.
be a
It's like I
vegan and
see
do
that more and more
CrossFit.
in my future as I
Oh,
like
man.
sit on the couch all day and watch Vanderpump Rules, and she's out getting boxing lessons.
Muay Thai.
Damn,
You
by
should do
some
Muay
dude in
Thai.
a crew cut?
Yeah, crew cut.
And like a
dude.
tap-out
Yeah,
shirt?
a lot of tattoos. And,
Oh, man.
Pretty much. Yeah, his name will be like Chad.
yeah, let me take you
Yeah.
to the real core, Brittany.
Kyle. Chad or
It's Kyle. And he
Yeah,
drinks
Kyle.
Monster Energy drinks before he works out.
Yeah. Wow. Well, congratulations on your
Thanks.
future relationship. You know,
Yeah.
I'm excited for you.
That's going to make the show real
Like
awkward.
Yeah, it's
2019 is the year of the upgrade, I guess.
Yeah, that's
So-
cool. It's-
Burn!
all right, got a couple more months left at least. I got,
Ride this thing out.
You know, speaking of upgrades, I always joke with my wife and tell her, like, when she turns 40, I'm going to trade her in for 2 20-year-olds. She's like, when I'm 40, you won't know what to do with 2 20-year-olds. I'll be like, yeah, you're probably right. but I got a pretty damn good idea.
I can
You
imagine
don't want to deal with 220.
trying to talk to a
Oh,
20-year-old.
No.
Well, then after she gives me shit for a little bit, I'm like, okay, well, how about I trade you in for a 30-year-old with like a 10-year-old kid? Like that evens out. I think that's a little bit more. Suited.
And she's a hairdresser.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah. What would her name be though?
Debbie.
Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Yeah.
And you said Deborah.
Debbie.
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 Strictly Debbie.
Strictly
Her name's
Debbie?
Tiff.
Yeah, Tiff.
It
Yeah.
ain't Tiffany, it's Tiff.
Yeah.
Yeah. She got her GED.
She's like the flat iron bangs. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
A lot of makeup.
Man.
Wing, like angel wing tattoo. I'm just describing the chick that cut my hair earlier. I shit you not.
Oh man, that sounded.
Where'd you go? Great Clips. That's where I go.
Bo Ricks.
Ooh,
Dude, I literally had, I don't know, I had like I went into Great Clips, and this was like about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and I had like a moment where I just blew up. Like, I'm fucking out of here.
Oh, real? Wow.
Yeah.
Got
You know,
upgraded.
like the bullshit sign-in thing that they have?
The online
Yeah,
thing?
the online
Yeah.
thing. So like I did that, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, cool, I'm next in line. And then you're like, they called somebody else. Then they called somebody else. And then this chick came in. She's like, yeah, I'm here to get a perm. She's like, all right, yeah, sit down. And all of a sudden they called her up. I'm like, fuck it, I'm out of here.
Yeah,
but
I
it was
would've
more or
left
less.
too.
Yeah, it was more
Did
or
you
less.
say announced fucking I'm out?
Yeah, I said this is fucking bullshit.
Nothing pleases me more, than a nice this is fucking bullshit walkout, and then you have to go back like maybe 2 or 3 weeks, month later, and it's really kind of embarrassing. Like we're the only bank in town, so and it's like fuck, I'm back.
I thought about going back, but I was like, nah, I'll just go to Bo Ricks. My name's probably on some list somewhere.
They didn't care that you stormed out. It's like,
Nah,
bye.
man, I just straight up like poof, and, like pushed the door open, and it had like the bells on it, so the bells were like real loud and shit. There were kids in the waiting room. I felt bad, but then I didn't because I was so pissed.
No.
It's like
fuck
that
that.
relationship when you break up and you look back just hoping they still there for you and they really don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Pretty much. They'll probably be like, whatever, it happens every day.
See you next Thursday.
Yep. Yeah. He'll be in tomorrow.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
He'll come in when we're slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about going there, like I did. I was like driving down the street. I'm like, fuck, am I going to go there?
So
And I'm like,
how much is a haircut at Great Clips? I'm just trying to.
They act like it's
like
really
13
cheap, but
bucks.
it's like with tip and everything, I get out like $20.
Is
Yeah.
that including
Yeah.
like facial hair stuff?
No,
No,
beard
they
trim's
charge
like
you for
$8.
beard.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's about the same.
yeah, it's some
That
shit,
sucks.
man. Yeah.
I remember haircuts was like $5 to $7.
Yeah,
Even
I miss those days,
They even
man.
charged like my son 2 years old. They charged me $10.
Yeah.
Would they probably just buzz it just a little
Yeah,
bit? Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want to know what it takes like the average woman to get their hair did? Like,
Probably about
calm
40,
down.
50 bucks.
It's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
40, $50?
Yeah. It's yeah.
Is that cheaping out $50?
Like if you get any kind of dye on your head, you're looking at $100 or more.
Oh, yeah.
Plus haircut.
My wife will drop
Yeah.
that like nothing, like every couple of months.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm going to go get my hair done. I'm just like,
Call a box
fuck.
at Walmart.
That's what I
Get
said.
it.
The last time she did it, she went and spent like, I forget how much it was.
Yeah.
And like I literally went to Kroger
Mm-hmm.
and on the discount shelf they were getting rid of some hair dye.
Discounts.
I bought a box of hair dye for $2. That's when I dyed my hair black.
Yeah.
Remember that?
No, I
Like
don't.
last year
Goth
sometime.
Jerry.
Yeah.
I don't remember you ever dyeing your hair black.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
You don't
that.
remember that? It was like 6 months ago. If
No.
that.
All you listened to was Typo Negative and Bauhaus. You don't remember that?
Yeah.
No.
That was it, man.
Got real goth with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started wearing like face makeup and shit.
Hanging out at Denny's all the time, smoking cigarettes. Keep the coffee coming.
No, man, I don't remember you dyed your hair black.
Really?
You, because you're fucking didn't, you liar.
I did. I got a picture.
Yeah, I got it.
I'll
I'm
show
gonna.
you.
I want to see this.
It's on my Facebook. I'll tag you guys in it. I won't do it like right now, but
Yeah.
Maybe
I
your
will.
pubes black, but not your hair.
No,
Okay.
never dyed my pubes though. I've shaved my.
Don't
pubes.
gel them.
Yeah,
that ain't
shit,
fun.
man.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Speaking
Oh,
of pubes, it's gonna be
yeah.
weird, but how do you? I don't know if y'all may already be here. I don't know. Does it really feel weird to have like gray pubic hair?
It's weird,
Think
man.
about
No, you got to stay positive because your
no,
dick will end up looking.
don't really-
At least mine will end up looking like Steve Martin in a couple more years, and I think that's
Playing
fucking-
banjo and
yeah,
shit?
I don't think I've ever really
through
paid
his
attention,
head.
but I'm gonna look real quick and I'll let you know, man.
Your nut hair goes
Check
first
it
before
out.
the
I
other
don't know
hair.
how I would feel. Just like
Is that true?
random.
Yeah, your dick
What?
hair
Full
goes.
color?
You'll get some
Yeah.
gray. I don't know if
the
you
nuts go first, then the rest.
Yeah.
Really?
She like what?
Learn something new every day.
No idea.
I don't know.
Say it ain't so.
But you
So
got
just
you're
wait.
rocking
Mine?
the gray
No,
pubes?
no,
Again,
no,
no.
I'm
You ain't
saying-
got salt and pepper nuts?
No, I'm saying. I'm just saying it'll be weird when it happens because it's definitely gonna happen.
Yeah. That's
That's
why you
I
just
guess
shave them,
I've never
bro.
really thought about that.
It happens.
Yeah.
Just for men
I
pubes.
don't know.
Just for men.
I don't really hit the mature section on Pornhub too much. So I don't know.
Oh, you should.
I forgot somebody was talking about it a while ago. That's how I like start thinking about it because I didn't. It's not something you think about often, obviously, but apparently it really happens, and I'm not looking
It
forward
does
to
happen.
How old are
Wow.
you?
it. Yeah.
Closer
30.
to 40 than you are 30.
No.
Oh, okay.
Wait till the ass hair
But
goes,
either-
man.
I'm the oldest one here. Am I the oldest one? Am I the oldest
Yeah.
one here?
Yes. We've been over this.
Yeah, you
right.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait till the.
Well, how do you even know you have gray ass hair?
You don't look
Well,
at
when
your
you
ass in the
shave your
mirror.
ass, and the little fallings fall onto the carpet.
That's,
don't-
that's one
you
thing
don't-
I've never
clearly
done.
You don't
Never
twerk in the
shaved
mirror, bro? What the
Dude,
fuck?
you ever heard that story about Hulk Hogan
No.
shaving his like some wrestler like was shaving his like I forget who Beefcake would help they would shave each other's asses for each
What?
other. Yeah.
Really?
Tell you something, brother.
Now that's friendship.
When
right
Bruce the
there.
Barber Beefcake is shaving here.
Bruce the Barber.
No one
Why?
shaves an ass like
Okay.
Bruce Beefcake.
Why wouldn't they just wax?
Yeah.
I think this was in the 80s
this
before
the
like
80s?
waxing was like it's probably really something so they
I'm
could
pretty
suck
sure
each other's
waxing
dicks.
was around in the 80s.
Yeah.
But why?
Yeah.
If
Why are
that's
they
your
waxing
job.
their asses?
Yeah.
It's,
Like, it's a courtesy, man. I think, like, professional courtesy. If somebody's face is going to be all up in your ass in certain moves.
and then when your ass hair like falling out like in your tights and
So
stuff.
How
some
long is your
mouth-
ass hair
what
that you
I'm
need to be
thinking.
Say
concerned
that
with?
once and then it gets again CrossFit trainer in 3 months. I see this relationship.
She's gonna be like, "Hey, I know how I can."
He's all
cut a
laser
few
haired off.
seconds off your marathon time. Let me wax your ass.
Yeah. Is that a thing? Like the swimmers at school
first-
always
You
used to like
don't do it,
shave
bro.
their
You
body
chafe
hair.
so bad. Keep your hair if you're running.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do it. You'll shave
Unless
like a
you keep
motherfucker.
it like short.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was a thing I needed to worry about.
I like how Jerry had a list of topics we're going to discuss. We haven't
did.
really fucking touched on any of them. It's great.
Yeah, that's usually the way it works.
That's I know. I
You
love
know.
it.
It really is. Leo dropping the, hey man, you ever thought about your hair? Keep your hair going gray?
Now we discuss.
Which is weird, man, because I was thinking about that the other day. Like, man, this is kind of weird.
Just for a possible future bit here on the show, is anybody willing to wax their ass on the show?
Like, not
Anybody?
show it.
Well, I mean,
I maybe
from the
bleach it. I'll
side.
bleach it then.
It's
I'll
not
wax
that
bleach it.
bad.
So you're saying you'll do it?
I mean, you're a woman, so of course you're gonna feel that
Yeah.
way.
But it's not that bad. That's actually the least hurtful part of a wax.
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Does it feel like hot
assholes are
gravy
way
or something?
worse than,
I think my asshole's a little bit more sensitive than anything.
Okay,
I don't know.
I think
Like,
Although
it has the
you're-
ego attached.
I will say,
That's why.
I will say this. I think it would hurt more to get kicked in the balls than it would be to get kicked in the asshole.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No.
Would you still get that
100%.
kicked in the balls stomach ache though? Like when you get kicked in. Have you ever fallen on your ass really hard? You
Yes.
do still kind of get that like
A little bit,
stomach ache,
but
that
not
you get
like
when you
a
get
kick
kicked
into
in
the dick, man.
Which is worse, getting kicked in the balls or the stomach pain that happens after you've been kicked down, like in the balls?
It's like all the same to me.
That
Yeah.
stomach pain.
It's
I feel
all-
like the stomach thing is like
It's
right
the-
after
it's
it
the
happens.
whole nerve.
Yeah, you
ending section
gotta
is
have
just-
one to have the other.
Yeah.
Like
I
if I just started to feel those stomach pains, I'd be like, "Oh my god, I'm fucking dying. Something's wrong." I never feel that unless I get kicked in the nuts. I need to go to the hospital like right now.
Yeah.
I got
You
kicked
know.
in the thigh, right in the same area. It was
Yeah.
tore up. This is just.
You said I was tore
Yeah,
up.
it was just too much impact. The nerves were gone.
The whole area was just affected.
It's horrible.
Let's just assume that like a kick anywhere from like the knee up is probably gonna make you feel like shit.
Yeah, I would imagine. I don't know how those what's that they call it? Like dudes that's in like cock and ball torture. I don't know
Oh,
how
that
they-
crazy
I don't know how
shit.
they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the real heroes.
So they
of
do
the
like-
world.
wish I would have a small dick.
Where they do like their balls as like a
Or-
speed bag.
Have you seen? Oh god.
Oh, those videos are
Like
rough.
some of
I
this,
know.
like there's certain things like I will just think about like you see a clip on the internet and it kind of sticks with you and haunts you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I have a few of those.
I'm gonna name drop, but Doug Stanhope had a bit about cock fingering, and then when he was doing it, and I opened for him, he actually showed. He was like, "Do you want to like see the like behind the music moment of this like bit and where?" Dude, it was like
Finger in a cock hole?
fingering your cock hole, like full on, like pinky.
they make things for that. They
Yeah,
look like little
I heard
swizzle
that.
Yeah, we
sticks.
sold them at the
Swizzle
porn
sticks?
place that I used to work at. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I don't think that's possible, bro.
It
No, it's possible. I've seen it before.
is.
I mean,
It is.
not for me. It's not.
No,
Well,
not for
of course,
you'll
like,
get
the
there.
bigger you are,
Yeah, you'll
the
get to it. It's
easier
like
it
you know,
is,
you gotta ease into it.
So
and it
people
gets
gauge their dick holes pretty much?
progressively-
Yes,
yeah.
they actually do.
Wow.
And then I worked. I'm not gonna give them a plug, but I used to work at a popular porn and adult store
Mhm.
chain that was also a magazine.
Yeah.
Did they hustle things?
Yes, they were hustling things. But the number one seller, one of the number one sellers at that place that I worked at, was introductory kits for like strapping it on and fucking like your boyfriend
Like
in the
pegging?
butt. Yeah, pegging. That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking. And these little, they were like that, like the size of my
I think I'd
introductory
rather have your
kit. It's like
pinky
real
into
cute.
my
It's like,
dick
oh,
than
it's like
mine.
look at this little thing. Like, oh,
Wow.
Oh, man.
that was a fun job.
I bet it was,
It just
man.
didn't pay shit, man. That guy can act as liberal as he wants. He doesn't want to fucking pay his employees.
Yeah.
Like shit.
Fuck, that sucks, man.
You're not the boss of me.
Did get coked out Bonnie Rotten for an in-store like
Really?
fair signing. Yeah,
Really?
she's
Yeah.
from this area.
Yeah, she is. She had
Yeah.
them. She got them spider web titties.
Yeah.
We actually had a guy on the show, Ryan.
Yeah, said he banged her.
He claims to have
probably
banged her.
she's
Who is this person?
Bonnie Rotten.
Bonnie
She's
Rotten.
Was
an
a
adult
Suicide
film,
Girl or something.
adult
wasn't
film
she?
star. Yeah, and she's retired now or
She
something.
has like spider webs tattooed around her, around her nipples.
Not a fan of that.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
it's kind of weird.
I've got a strict no breast tattoo policy.
Yeah, I don't want your boobies to look like they just got out of prison.
I like the underbreast tattoo, the new
It's like a-
thing.
Yeah,
Tear
that's
down.
not
I like
bad.
that.
See,
But-
that needs to be like gauged properly because like if you
They
like
sag.
like put it all like cute right here, then wait a few years, then it's like
That's true.
you just look like.
I can only see part of it.
It's better for like little titties because they don't go too far.
Yeah.
That's
in
true.
either
Fair,
direction.
fair.
Like Rihanna, she's
Yeah.
the original person that had it. Now they all bigger now, but
Man.
All
I
of her
like- I
tattoos
like Rihanna.
look just amazing. Like,
it's like when you rich, things just
Yeah.
look better, even if they really don't.
Yeah.
When you're rich, things just look
yeah, if she's
better.
working at Walmart, they might not be as pretty. But
I'm not feeling that. One platinum hit, like, that looks great.
Like, damn, that number one hit. She looking good, man.
That
What's
hit was
up?
Chris Brown, man.
That was the best tattoo she got.
Yeah.
It didn't last very long. Maybe like a month.
It was
but-
it was a temporary tattoo.
Yeah.
It was like henna.
Yeah.
I don't know. So moving along here to what we were talking about. Do I have the news broadcast clip thing pulled up there somewhere? The intro to like news or something. I can't remember if I put it up there or not.
from Hot Brown Boys.
No.
No.
Gary preview
What would it be
page.
called? Yeah.
I have no
dropping
idea.
Howard Stern references.
Excuse me.
It's hard to say. I thought I loaded like a news jingle. Yeah,
There
here we go.
Breaking news.
Yeah, very Terminator 2 sound.
It is.
Yeah.
I have the news.
Come to
Don't
bring
laugh
you
at
the
it.
news.
No, just don't laugh at it. It's 2019. Let's not laugh at Schwarzenegger impressions anymore.
Back again.
All right, here's your KYHBB headlines. I don't know if you really want to consider them headlines, just kind of shit I kind of picked out of thin air to talk about. But Burger King's got the new Unhappy Meals. Have you guys seen these?
I think that's a really cool. I think like
That's what
promotion-wise,
it's called?
it's a great idea,
Yeah,
and I
but
think it's just cool.
There's like 5 different meals you can get. There's like the DGAF meal.
Don't give a fuck,
Yeah,
man.
don't give a fuck
Don't give a
meal.
fuck meal. And then that's really the only one that I fucking paid any attention.
Is
Jamie's
this
gonna look it
real?
up. Yeah, it's a real thing they're doing
Yeah.
for a month, and it's also for like mental health
Yeah,
awareness.
for like mental health awareness. Yeah.
They're gonna bring back the black burgers, like the all black one, like the dyed, like the. You've seen those? They had them. Those like the buns were like completely like dyed
Oh,
black.
yeah, I know
I
what you're
don't,
talking
I
about.
don't
Yeah.
know. I hope they don't, because that just
Because like
looks
I want to see
gross.
like
They made your
what the
poop
turds
black,
look
too,
like.
apparently.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's what everybody was saying.
Let me eat one of them and drink a blue Gatorade.
Yeah, there
see
you
what
go.
color it fucking comes out to be.
Blue Gatorade.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Or-
red
or
Gatorade
green,
that did that.
like a green, any type of like blue raspberry type thing. If I eat that, it's like green turds, man.
Yeah, the real meals include the blue meal,
Yeah.
the salty meal. Here's the new thing. This new saying I don't understand. I'm gonna have to go to a
The
high
Yas
school.
meal?
Yeah, what is that?
It's-
Yeah, it's just like a.
It's like what drag queens say.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's like a
queen.
gay,
Yes. It's a culturally appropriated thing that white people do.
It's like
now.
a gay and black women
Yeah.
thing.
Ah.
And the
And
don't
it-
give a fuck meal.
Yeah.
It's the same meal though. Everything is just a Whopper, French fries, and a drink.
And it comes in just a different colored box.
Yeah,
I
like
guess.
a weird looking.
I heard it's about to have a new veggie Impossible burger, vegan burger. As
Dude,
well.
have you had like the Impossible?
Yeah,
like
I'm
it's
vegan,
good.
so I eat
Oh,
shit
you
all
are?
the time. Yeah,
Huh.
He does CrossFit too.
it's clearly not.
So separate.
You ever had?
Oh my.
KYHPB, bringing people together for 5 years.
Have you had am I allowed to plug something on here if they're not?
Sure, yeah. Okay.
Louisville Vegan Jerky Company. It's vegan jerky.
That's not a real thing.
No, it's
It
a real
actually
thing,
is
and
good,
it's
and I fucking love beef jerky.
It's fucking delicious.
So it's
Really?
vegan
Yeah.
beef
It's
jerky.
vegan beef, and it's better than beef. I think it's better than.
Your ass.
I swear they have like General Tso's flavored, like
What?
all this. Yeah, they have a maple bacon like vegan. My buddy's
Is
brother's got a whole vegan.
Does it
That's where
cost
you guys
twice as much as
no,
regular beef jerky?
it's the same price. That's where you guys should eat.
No way, dude. Yummy Pollo is where we're eating.
No, there's a restaurant in Louisville called Morel's Cafe, and it's all vegan food, but they
Yeah.
have a fake McRib. They have a thing they call the Farby, and it's a
Like a
vegan
roast beef
and
sandwich?
Dude, it's
I was
fucking
really
delicious.
skeptical, and I was ready to shit all over it, and
Or get the shits, one
or
of the
get the
two.
shits, yeah, for true. And
I don't know.
it was pretty
man. If I go to Louisville, man, I gotta get real meat.
Yeah.
Where do you guys go? Where do you guys
You'll
eat
be
usually when you go down there?
Yummy
Yummy
pollo.
pollo.
And there was this one place that I used to eat. I don't even know what the fuck it was called, but it was super good. They had a bomb ass fucking broccoli dip or whatever. Oh, no, it was spinach dip. It was spinach artichoke.
Oh, Charlie's.
No, it was
oh, Charlize.
oh, Charlie's. Yes.
it was like a mom and pop place, but it was like nice. It was like a sit down.
Was it in like the Highlands or like?
I don't know. It's been like probably 15 years since I've eaten there. Well, at least
We
10.
should like all do a. We should do a live show from Louisville sometime.
That'd
Yeah.
be fun as hell.
Is there a way we can go mobile?
It's possible. I've
Time
done
to
it
go mobile.
before. It's a pain in the
This
ass.
is a new
but-
segment called KYHBB brings
Yeah.
meeting discussions
Hashtag
on the
KY.
But we could. That's possible.
I mean, yeah, essentially. It just
shit.
sucks to break it down and fucking
Yeah.
move it and shit. But I mean, it's possible.
I have a portable mic that like picks up everything.
Oh,
The snowball?
Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty
I've heard good things about
bomb.
the snowball.
Yeah.
Speaking of snowball, have you guys ever been snowballed?
No.
No,
I knew you were going
I
to
draw
say
the line
that.
at that.
No, Leo. No.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's like an answer for him. Like, dude, really? Like, come on.
I
I love his
had to
face.
ask,
He was like,
man.
come on, man.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know?
Oh,
You know what
you've never
snowball
seen-
is?
You know, it's. Oh, you haven't. Oh, they covered exclusively in the movie Clerks, but basically it's.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Now I know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever snowballed somebody?
No. Ew,
No?
No.
Okay.
Man, guys,
I'm
thanks
sorry,
for like
Brad.
bringing this up to
I'm
try
sorry.
to bring this into my relationship, but it was shot down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's cool. We tried. Thanks,
Women do
guys.
stuff like that to
Okay.
dudes and then look down on them afterwards. You did it with them.
Yeah.
Like, this shit is crazy. Like women,
You're
I
a
heard,
little uppity bitch. I can't wait till we fuck you up.
I heard stories of women saying like, you know, like they peg dudes or whatever, like
Yeah.
at work and stuff, but then they like shit on them and break on them with them later.
That's
Like,
slut shaming.
Only
anyway.
after
Yeah.
they break up.
Yeah.
Or
That's typical.
You know what?
But
That's
they-
like
they
almost the
claim-
same thing as like not on the same level, but almost there's like releasing like nudes or something of somebody after you've broken up.
definitely it is.
Yeah.
But they stated that was like the reason they broke up. I'm like, come on.
He didn't clean
Like,
it.
why didn't you
He didn't clean his
break up
butthole
with them
good or something?
before they did it, you know?
Yeah, so maybe they lying about the story and just want to
Like-
talk shit.
You're
I
like,
don't talk shit.
Chaz from accounting wanted me to fuck him in his ass. I didn't want to, but
I've
I did
made up
anyway. and then
several
I dumped
pegging
him.
stories just to fit in with people. Like that's how I got the gig here. I was like,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I love to peg. It's all the time.
What's up, whore?
Oh, man.
So back to these Burger King meals now.
Yeah, we have a pagan to Burger King.
Yeah.
Again.
So
My nickname was Peggy Bunzy.
Whopping Pegger or something.
now the fact that every meal is the same, that really kind of turns me off from the whole thing. Like I was really wishing
Yeah, it was a
that it was
different,
different
specialized meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of lame.
It just sounds like a, just
If
a
you go to
big
Surf
gimmick.
is it like a limited time thing?
Yeah, it's like for 1
Yeah,
month.
it's only-
I think
Yeah,
it's like
they
the
need
month
to
of
make
May.
it idiot proof. Like,
Well, there's certain Burger Kings you could go to and probably get some actual Xanax with your
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah.
food.
The one on 42 probably because everybody there is on it. It has to be.
I am really high.
Yeah. But I don't know. The Burger King on 42 always fucks up my order. Always fucks up.
That's the lady with the lady who told me pennies turn her hands green.
Really?
Yeah.
The little Mexican lady?
No, old lady. Old
Oh.
like
pennies or panties?
pennies. Sorry, yeah.
Pennies?
Like
Yeah,
coin.
like coin
Oh,
pennies.
You say
yeah.
pennies like panties.
Yeah.
it's an
I thought
yeah,
you said
that's a
panties
Cincinnati
for a second.
thing.
I was like, if panties are turning your hand green.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Drive-through?
Like that depends on what kind of panties you're grabbing. Man.
Yeah.
I would think most panties would turn your hands either like red or brown.
It's
Oh,
copper,
Jesus.
like the copper coating.
Yeah.
I'm talking panties,
Oh,
like underwear.
well,
Well, like we were
Panties from heaven.
Yeah. we were like I was going there and I gave her a bunch of change and I gave her some pennies. She's like, these pennies turn my hands green. I'm like, okay. And then she like reaches over and grabs my buddy's food out of the thing and she's like throwing shit in the
You ever
bag.
pulled up to like pick your food up at the drive-thru and see the people working in there and just being like,
scratching their ass.
nah, you just leave, like just pull out like, nah, never mind. I know I already paid. Just give me my card back.
Yeah.
I
I'd rather just pay for the meal and leave than eat that.
I did such asshole shit when I worked at Dairy Queen.
Oh god.
You were to DQ.
Uh,
Yeah. in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was in high school, so of course,
We can just imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty
Sadly,
bad.
I don't think I ever really did anything in the food business.
I mean,
You never worked at like fast food?
I never worked in fast food. I worked in like different pizza shops and like a family restaurant type deal. But I don't think I ever.
But never like
fucking-
a McDonald's
No.
or Burger King?
Nothing like that.
You
no.
ever?
Yeah, McDonald's was my first job.
That was my first job too. I worked there 2 weeks.
I
Me
worked
too.
at the Red Lobster.
Me too.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Did
pretty
you?
fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Cheddar Bay biscuits,
Yep.
huh?
Yeah, that's where it's at.
Yeah, I was a cedar girl. I wasn't even old enough to be a server. And
Really?
yeah,
Tell you
A
what.
hostess.
Do you have the outfit
Hostess.
still?
huh? I have the fish shirts. So.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Wear those now.
He's like, yeah. She'll wear those crossfitting, dude.
No, they're polyester. They don't breathe.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one restaurant to not eat at. What's the name of that? What's the place in Newport? Fuck.
Pepper pot.
No, it's the ones with like all the mountains and shit. It's
Buckhead?
Buckhead?
Buckheads don't eat there.
I don't think
Why?
I've ever eaten at Buckhead.
What?
Ever.
Okay,
not
give
eat
me.
there.
I
all
like
right,
it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
think it's
need.
good.
All right,
need.
so when I worked for Heidelberg, I did IT for them. They were like,
Allegedly.
yeah.
So I feel like if we like, can we
Yeah, don't get sued.
Yeah.
I don't care. So anyways,
I don't know the legalities. I'm just saying allegedly.
Fuck 'em.
So we.
They're gross.
I feel like if you say allegedly before anything, you get out of
Allegedly,
trouble.
yeah.
The more trouble we can get in now,
The better.
I think the
That's a good
higher the
idea.
rating.
Not allegedly. Fuck it. It
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, it did happen. So I walk in there. So they're like, "Oh, we want you to get every aspect of like every part of our company. So we want you to go out with the guy who delivers all the kegs and stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, that's cool. I'll do that. It'll fucking kill time, and I won't have to do any work really." So I went out with him, and like our second to last stop was Buckhead's, and he's like, "Yeah, let's get some of these, he's like, let's get some of these kegs in here and get the fuck out." And I was like, "Why?" He's like, "You'll see when you get in here." I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So I go in there and literally he opened up the door and he like just kind of takes the kegs and just slide them in there, and like he walks in and like he's like, "Oh man, I gotta have the bill signed and stuff like that." So I walk in, I literally about fall on my ass like on the floor because it's so damn like greasy, like it's just like a coating of just like grease. And I walk in,
Grease
and I'm like,
makes food delicious, though.
yeah, but like it's on the floor is like they don't mop the kitchen, man. It's like it's gross.
Yeah,
So like I walk back and then you know how they have all the rolls. So they had all the rolls like on like kind of like a bread cart, except they're like the metal.
Yeah.
So like they have them all like on trays, and they're not in a refrigerator. They're like raw, sitting out, nothing covering them, and they're just sitting out. And there's like 4 racks of them just sitting there, and it's hot as shit. And I'm like, God dang, this is gross. And they had like steaks like sitting out like on plates, just like completely not covered, and they're just like sitting there, and like they were just looked super warm. It was all like this juices. Yeah, it was disgusting. I was like, I ain't ever eating there ever again. Like,
Yeah, you'd
fuck
never
that.
eat at Red Lobster like that.
Yeah, I
Like,
know. Yeah,
Like
What made you, did
I'm
you
sure
quit
a lot of
McDonald's,
restaurants
or
are
did
like
you
that.
Get fired?
I quit.
Yeah, so did I. Why'd you quit?
I had another job across the street that was paying me a little more.
No,
at
I
the
didn't.
time.
Even, that wasn't even. I just straight up was like,
fuck
well,
that shit.
They had me coming into work 2 hours before, like 3 days a week, 2 hours before school, and like 2 hours. Yeah, work a breakfast shift, and then I get in there fucking straight up smelling like McDonald's.
Yeah,
Like, and one of my girls don't want to fuck me anyway. And then
It's
I
like the Whack Arnold's from Dave Chappelle.
Like, dude, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it, like that sketch was like. He had to have worked at
Like,
McDonald's.
nigga,
Smell like French fries.
Yeah, French fries. That's what it was.
Dude, when I saw that, he's like, "Guess what? Rib sandwich come back on Tuesday.
yeah.
Guess who I get one."
But I worked there right before. Do you remember the Arch Deluxe?
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I worked there like when that was being released, and I like had to sign a waiver saying like we won't talk to our family and friends about this new Arch Deluxe burger.
Why?
That's coming. Like it's fucking Area 51 or something.
No
I
shit.
don't know, they were that yeah, and that thing fucking failed. Too.
Like yoga is like the McRibs, like a yoga mat.
I will eat a McRib though.
You will?
Oh,
I will
love
fuck a McRib
I
up,
will.
son.
So will I.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
can't do it.
Instead of getting the onion slivers, I get the dehydrated onions.
The
I-
chopped up ones?
Yeah.
Oh, you can do that.
Yeah, just sub them out, man.
Man, I get diarrhea just thinking about it.
Right, my
Ooh.
stomach just started hurting.
I have stomach issues, and like that's like I can eat it. I can like they were doing the 2 for $5 for a little while too. Where you can get 2 McRibs for $5 fucking.
Damn. So you get double the diarrhea.
Both ends.
Yeah.
What that smell like?
It smells delicious.
Yeah.
What's a restaurant you eat at that you always get sick? Frisch's.
And Independence.
Mine is B-Dubs and Independence, man. That Gene Simmons looking motherfucker does it to me every time.
Anytime you speak Gene Simmons' name, you legally have to pay him $50.
Yeah.
Like,
fuck him, too.
But he looks like Gene Simmons?
Yeah, the dude looked like Gene
Independence
Simmons.
B-Dubs, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Bruce won't ever leave this story alone. Ever. Every time we talk about like going to B-Dubs, that time Dusty went to B-Dubs, he called that dude a Gene Simmons looking motherfucker.
Really?
Yeah. So like we went there late after
I thought
our
that
show.
was a sound clip of Bruce there for a second.
We went there late after our show one time, and we get in there, and the guy was like, "Sorry guys, you gotta go. You guys can't. You guys, we're getting ready to close the kitchen
in defense
and shit like that."
In defense,
so he told us y'all need to go to 3L, and I was fucking hungry, and I was like, "Fuck this, man! I want food. Fuck this Gene Simmons."
You were like Jim Cornette in that drive.
Pretty much. Yeah. I was hangry as fuck, man.
In the defense, and not to back my buddy up here, but the guy was very friendly, and he says, "Hey guys, if you want to get food, that's fine, but we're going to be closing here soon. So if you're looking to hang out and have a few beers, you may want to take it to the Fort Wright B-Dubs."
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Well, I would have been like, "Oh, okay."
So I was like,
yeah,
all right.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I was.
Basically, he was just saying, like, if we wanted to hang out and drink, like, they're getting ready to close. But if we want to hang out and drink, we can go to the other one, and we can hang out and drink for longer because they're open later. And Dusty was just like, "You Gene Simmons looking motherfucker," and like stormed out, and he's like yelling shit from the doorway, like flipping him the bird. And
I didn't flip him the bird.
You were doing all kinds of shit, man.
I was pretty upset, man. It was like great clips all before great clips.
I was going to say, like, dude, like, what?
Maybe you just storming out of establishment.
Yeah, storming.
It's fun. I like to make a scene. It's it's one of my favorite things to do in public. My wife, I feel bad for my wife. She's like, "Oh, jeez."
We had that road rage. Do we want
What? Which one?
Rage?
He's like, "Do we want to talk about
Which
it?"
one? Go for it. Just put me on blast.
Through
What?
through the can at the window.
Oh, yeah.
I like how he was all like,
Son
"Do we
of a
want to
bitch."
talk about that?" Or
Oh my! So we were driving, and he's like either the slowest. Like in the morning, like I try to beat him out if I know I'm going to follow him down the hill because he's so fucking slow. And he.
So wait, so you drive next to this guy every morning?
No,
Like on his
this
commute?
guy.
Oh,
She follows
Yeah,
me to make
I-
sure I'm getting to.
No,
doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
If we're leaving at the same time, I try to get out in front of him because he drives like a grandma. Except for
well, he's got fucking 3 warrants, man.
tags all expired and shit.
Yeah.
But no, we were driving home on like
He has,
Friday.
he has to drive slow with that boot on his car.
He's gotta take it easy.
let's get the breathalyzer thing in there.
Hey, blowing this for me, Brittany.
I'm running late, Brett. Blowing it.
I have a story about that too. So we were driving like on a Saturday, and he speeds around this guy in my car.
It was raining.
And it was raining, and we pull up next to the car.
Why is my Alexa going fucking crazy?
Because
Oh,
it's the
storm.
devil.
Storm. I think we're supposed to get more storms.
Yeah.
5G.
But anyway.
Anyway.
That shit costs tumors, bro.
I brake checked him a couple times.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
dude,
would,
I
yes.
love brake checking
I
people.
do.
Brake
too.
checks the guy, but we're driving through like North Side, and he like the car like
So the guy
then,
from the Strokes
yeah,
is going to come out and attack us.
absolutely. He has like probably wearing skinny jeans and Anyway,
That new CrossFit guy?
yeah, that's where I met him.
A stroke show?
Yeah, the Stroke show.
Anyway, and then I found $5. No, so
I don't even know where we're at.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, Brittany, go ahead.
Basically, he fucking endangered my life because the car zoomed around us and we're like not in the greatest part of town, and the guy throws a fucking full can at like the car window.
Was it open?
Like at my head.
No, it sounded like a gunshot for a second.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
it was so scary. We were and then yeah.
He riding around with a 12-pack and shit. Just ready. Yeah.
Like, you just wait, motherfucker.
Excuse me, sir. Is this Barks root beer that you're...
Nope, I throw 7-Up cans.
Yeah. It was 7 up yours.
Point being, I
think that
was
was like our first
traumatized.
real, like,
I was
argument
furious.
fight.
Yeah, made a hillbilly scene on the front porch.
Yeah, we even got hillbilly
Yeah.
women in the front
Oh,
lawn.
shit. Get your ass in the truck.
Get your ass in the truck, Brent.
Did you go pick up that can? That's 10 cents.
That's the thing, like, white people can totally, like, scream and yell on their fucking front lawn and nothing happens, but
Yeah.
it's fucked up.
I don't know. You could probably walk out my front yard and start yelling and screaming. My neighbors fucking be all over it.
They would be.
Oh, this is a nice...
They're nosy as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they have a little nosy, too. I'm surprised.
They're not that... I'm surprised that we have a group chat with our neighbors, and I haven't saved any of their numbers, so it's just like...
It's just like, I don't know who the fuck this is.
There's the one hippie lady next door, like, messaged us one time, and she goes, "Have you been alerted to the farmer's market on the corner?" I'm like, I have not been alerted, but thank you for the alert.
I'm surprised I haven't got, like, an anonymous letter from my neighbors being like, you know... We keep seeing this black guy walk into your house.
You know what's up with the blacks?
And a weird guy that could be Middle Eastern. We can't exactly pinpoint it. He's definitely not from this country, but
I think they're running drugs.
Oh man, when we had a great interaction with Jerry's neighbor when Jerry first moved in, it was great.
Oh, the weed guy?
Yeah, the weed guy.
Oh man.
Hey man, can I smell your vape?
He didn't ask to smell it.
Yeah, he's like, let me smell your vape, man.
The very first day I moved in here.
That's a weird.
That is a little creepy.
Yeah. The very first day I moved in, I'm walking my dog, right? And this guy's standing on the property line, like just waiting for me to like walk outside. So like I go over there and I'm like, oh hey, yeah, I'm Jerry, blah blah blah. It's my dog, whatever. And he's like, yeah, me and the neighbor guy over here.
We got a bet going.
Yeah. He was like, me and the other neighbor guy over here saw on Facebook you're posting a lot of pictures of like pot leaves and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I'm usually like promoting the legalization of marijuana and stuff. I think it's very beneficial, whatever. He's like, you're not a smoker, are you? And I'm like,
he's a midnight toker.
I'm like, no, I just support it. And he's like, he looks at my vape and he's like, I heard you can smoke marijuana out of those things too. And I'm like, no weed in this thing. And I popped it open. I was like, here, and he like buried his fucking nose in it.
He did.
Oh, dude, it was awkward. Like I had to change my coils and shit after that. Like it was weird.
His nose oil got all over it.
Yeah, he like pulled his nose up and he was like dripping my juice and shit off his nose. Like he really.
He rubbed it on his gums. And
like he was balls deep in my vape. All because like I posted a couple weed pictures.
I was just about to ask.
Your fucking thing's dying.
How do you switch our mic?
We can Joe Perry and Steven Tyler it. Come over here and we can share our microphones.
Yeah, how the hell did he know?
I don't know. Like, Jerry added. Didn't you like join some pages?
I joined the neighborhood group.
Yeah.
Before I moved in.
That's why.
Yeah.
Trying to assimilate.
That's what I say. Like, I would never have done that. Fuck all that
shit. My
shit.
neighbors knowing what I'm.
I don't give a shit. I post fucked up shit in the neighborhood group all the time just to fuck with
Plus,
people.
I'd get drunk and be like, you know what, motherfucker, you mow your lawn too much and you do it a little too early, and like I really wish you would stop. Like, and your
I do have a neighbor
suck.
that like weed eats at like 7 a.m.
That's bullshit.
It wouldn't be a problem. But I'm always up that early getting my kids ready for school and shit. So it's not really that big of a deal.
I'd be pissed.
But in the summertime, it's bullshit. So, I don't know.
It's like those birds next to you.
There are birds like rioting in our backyard.
They're chirping. It's supposed to like, everyone's like, oh, I love the sound of birds.
Talking
now
to
we
your
have
mic real
like
quick,
30.
Hello.
There you go.
Okay,
there we go.
I don't.
Have you had any more interactions with the guy?
The vape sniffer?
With the vape sniffer?
Yeah.
I mean, I've talked to him a couple times. Shortly after that, though, I used to park my van on the other side of my driveway, and I think his wife got in the neighborhood group and was bitching about, people parking. If you're gonna park on the street, park in front of your own house, and it's like,
why are people
it's like,
so
bitch, I am parked
territory-
in front of my property.
Nothing worse than a. Ugh.
And it was like, really, like you're gonna bitch about me parking my van, like 2 feet, if that, in front of your house.
Yeah, it wasn't even in front of their
Go
house.
ahead and sit down, cunt.
So, like,
Seriously.
Derek,
I went on this
his-
fucking rant about it. It was
his old
bullshit.
Halloween parties. His neighbor would just like, he had one party a year, a Halloween party, really like you've been to one. It doesn't really get that loud and out of control. And his neighbor would just fucking get everybody towed off that street somehow.
Really?
Like, yeah,
That's
dude,
fucked up.
It was fucking shitty. Yeah.
I feel like as a neighbor, I expect my fellow neighbors to have a little noise here and there.
And he would even even do the thing where he would went over a week, but hey, listen, we're having a party next weekend. This is what's going on.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah, don't be an asshole.
Can't be too selfish. They thinking I pay all this money for this house, I shouldn't have to hear noise. But at the same time, the other side is I pay all this money for this house, I should be able to make a little bit of noise.
Hell yeah!
If it's every day or every weekend, that's different.
The frequency is what makes the difference, I feel.
Yeah.
Even when I live in apartments and stuff, I don't care if here and there,
you're gonna hear that. Yeah. As long as it's not at 2 a.m.
Yeah, and here and there, 2 a.m. is still okay.
Yeah. I would take a loud 2 a.m. drunk TV or music over a fucking little shitty kid screaming and yelling,
running across the floor.
Yeah, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Word, I'm with you on that.
My neighbor when I used to live in a condo had a surround sound, and they were deaf, and he was an old guy. And he would up at night and just watch movies, and he'd be I'd be trying to sleep, and I hear it just vibrating through the walls. I'm like, God damn, what the fuck is
Saving Private Ryan at 4 a.m.
Yeah, that's seriously what it sounded like. It was just vibrating through the walls. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that dude's got a killer surround sound, man.
In the defense of Saving Private Ryan, that is the best movie to watch with surround sound.
Really,
in my opinion, yeah.
It's a lot of explosions.
Fucking awesome. It's with the bullets whizzing and shit. With a properly set up system, it sounds like you're fucking there. I suggest it.
I'm sure I want to feel like I'm there.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It's a little too real.
The serene vibes of World War II.
Hey, my uncle freak out. He freaked the fuck out.
Someone have a good PTSD moment. Yeah.
He pulled out his gun and shot at my couch.
It gives veterans.
Yeah.
You
sounds so good. Give you PTSD. It's like the surround sound. It's on the box of surround sound.
Yeah. I've always wanted a good surround sound.
Shit.
Hey, we got some more news we got to talk about.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're gonna get there eventually. It's 9 o'clock here. We gotta rush through this. Not really. Let's see here. The death of John Singleton. You guys know who John Singleton is?
He did. Was it Boys in the Hood?
Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
I always I enjoyed Higher Learning a lot more than
Higher Learning was good.
Really?
But Boys in the Hood was my shit.
Yeah, Higher Learning just was more serious.
Yeah.
Topics of race and stuff. Boys in the Hood was. It had undertones of all that, but it was just a typical.
Did not like
hood
Poetic
movie.
Justice. Did you guys like?
It had Tupac in it, so
I think Janet wasn't a very good actress in that.
No,
she not. Right?
Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
She'll always just be Penny on Good Times.
I don't watch Poetic Justice for good acting. It's just when you have a favorite artist and shit like that, you force yourself to like.
You gotta watch.
Leo's Tupac.
Yeah.
Tupac. Sorry, I gotta do it every time.
It's like Black Jesus.
Yeah.
Now, did he direct that Baby Boy movie that was
Yeah,
sort of
he did
like
that
that?
too.
Was like
With Tyrese and
Tyrese.
Snoop Dogg.
That was a good flick.
Snoop Dogg was a fucking dick in that movie, man.
Yeah.
Disrespectful to the little kid and stuff.
Yeah.
He was building a little
back.
house.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. Is go back and
Yeah.
watch this movie.
He was such a dick in that movie. I hated Snoop Dogg for the longest time because of that movie.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
He's gonna be on SVU
He's
tonight.
kind of a dick in that movie, The Wash, too. Have you ever seen The
Oh,
Wash?
yeah.
That
The Wash,
comedy?
yeah.
He's kind of an asshole. That's an
He plays a
underrated
good
comedy.
asshole, though.
That's an underrated comedy.
It is. It is.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
The Wash. Oh man.
Wasn't he fuck your cartoons or some shit like that?
He's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just
Baby Boy.
asshole to
Yeah.
Dre. And
Yeah, he was disrespectful to Dre.
Yeah.
In The Wash.
Yeah. Oh,
He
it's
wouldn't.
such a good
They worked
movie.
at the same job. He wouldn't take him to
Yeah.
work. He would ride past him at the bus stop and mean mug him and shit. It was crazy.
And then Eminem was the guy that made the prank phone
Oh,
calls.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
then Bruce was the fucking security. Oh man, it's such a good. If you've never seen that movie, watch it. It's
I've
so
only
funny.
seen it once,
It's
unfortunately.
one of my.
It's like
so
a comedian's movie. It's a lot of comedians
Yeah.
in there too. It's
Yeah.
very
funny. I think
good.
Kevin Hart shows up for a second in that
Ah,
movie. I feel
yeah,
like.
but
Was he like a little baby or
I
something?
don't want to watch it again
So
now.
big.
No, that was like Kevin Hart
Yeah,
before he.
yeah.
Before he was Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Before anybody, yeah.
He was still good back then. For real. He didn't really get bad to me until the last year and a half, 2 years.
I don't know.
About 2 years,
I haven't
maybe.
liked him for 5 or 6.
Before white people liked him.
Yeah.
Is that the line of demarcation?
No,
Like
it's not even
before?
that. Because when white people started liking him, I still thought he was okay.
Yeah.
It just was over. It's just too many movies, After the first year, of the same movie, it's okay. But now it's like 3 to 4 years of the same.
And I feel like
movie.
as a comedian, he's one of those guys that thinks everything he writes is
gold.
Yeah, it should make the special, and it's
just like musicians. They get too caught up in their own world and stop listening to opinions or stop taking opinions. You know, then you end up making shitty product.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi. Don't get me wrong, I love him to death, but man, them last couple albums are garbage.
Yeah, I hope he get back to the original.
Me
thing.
too. Yeah,
but we shall see.
Yeah. So back to John Singleton here.
Oh yeah, John.
He had a stroke, didn't he?
Have you seen him? Yeah, he had a stroke. Did you
Yeah.
see him? Like lately, he wasn't looking too good.
Yeah, he wasn't
I can
looking all that
tell
great,
he was
yeah.
unhealthy though.
We were in Columbus when he had a stroke, wasn't he?
Yeah,
about
we
2
were.
weeks ago?
Yeah, like right when we got there, I read it. Like, oh shit,
yeah.
man.
he hadn't done it. He hadn't directed anything.
No, he
in a while.
got
that I
that
know
TV
of.
show called Snowfall on USA. It's like
Did he do that? I watched Snowfall. It was pretty good.
It's, critically acclaimed and all that good
Yeah.
stuff. It's
I
on
didn't know
like
he
the,
directed that,
Yeah, it's on
though.
like the second. I think they just did the second season not too long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It was pretty good.
yeah.
I only watched the first season though.
It's about what's the guy name? Ricky Ross, the dude that
Oh,
was
like Highway
selling-
Rick Ross?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was selling drugs for the CIA and then
The real Rick Ross?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that guy. That's kind of about like when he was young and got started in the game.
I didn't know that was like a true story type deal.
Yeah.
Of course, they changed the names and all that stuff, but
Well,
that's
yeah.
basically what it's about.
Huh.
Yeah.
I think Rick Ross was on. Was he on Joe Rogan's podcast long time ago?
Rick
think-
Ross,
I
Fat
think
Ross.
No, not
Or-
like the
Freeway
real
Ricky
like
Ross?
yeah, the
Yeah.
real
I'm
Rick
pretty
Ross.
sure he.
I'm
got a
pretty
wide
sure
body
he
like
was.
I'm like
Yeah.
a fake Joe Rogan fan. I just like got hit.
It depends on who he's got.
Yeah.
Sometimes, man, it's just like, dude, I can't sit here and listen to two people talk for
Joe-isms.
4 fucking hours,
Yeah.
man. Like, I can't. The Jeselnik one this week was like really. I hung in for that whole episode. That
Yeah,
Jeselnik's kind of one of those comedians that I like him, but I don't think I could like him. I don't think I'd like to be in the same room as him for more than like a little
That's
bit.
what he's
Yeah.
trying to do. And the best thing of the Rogan interview was him saying, yeah, basically, if you're a stand-up comedian and you don't think I'm funny, you're not a good comedian.
That's what he said.
Yeah, I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Damn. What did Joe say?
Laugh.
But
He's one of those, like, trying to be this, like, PC
Do you think Joe's funny?
garbage. His last special I didn't think was that great.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
I think his interviewing skills are starting to get a lot better than.
It's because of the DMT.
It's less like bro. I mean, it still gets a little.
They're giving the frogs
And
the
I
DMT.
feel like he does get a. I think he does get a bad rap. I think a lot of people that don't listen to him think he's this big. Like a couple, like when he had Alex Jones on, who he's had on like a million times.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
this last time, everyone was like, "Oh, he's a white nationalist, and he's giving like Alex Jones this voice still." And it's like, dude, he's had Alex Jones on pretty much.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't get that vibe at all.
I feel like he at least questions if he I feel like he acknowledges that it could this could give me that, but he doesn't care. You know,
Yeah.
like it's the people who think like who just feel like they have complete carte blanche with their.
And whatever
artistic-
happened to listening to both?
Yeah.
All opinions and all
Mm-hmm.
sides and all.
Yeah.
It scares me. Like, oh, you're only allowed to like liberal things now. Or you're only allowed to like this like far right shit. Like, and it's
I mean,
stupid.
I watch it and listen to it, and he have white nationalists on there, dudes that's in basically into like eugenics and shit, and all types of racist shit sometimes. And I'm
Eugenics,
still-
like the supplement? The Big Hurt?
no, as in like DNA
I'm just kidding.
manipulation and extermination of people. But
Oh,
anyway,
yeah.
like the founder of Planned Parenthood.
exactly. Is that Margaret
Margaret.
Hager or something?
Yeah.
Haggard or something like that.
Yep.
But yeah, I still enjoy the show. I don't get the
Yeah.
vibe from him personally that he's racist.
No,
or,
I don't think that at all.
uh,
It's weird how he gets labeled that now.
No, he pretty much universal in my opinion. Of course, you're gonna
Yeah.
lean like more liberal or conservative on a particular topic here and there, but for the most part, you can tell based on the type of people he have. He have everybody
Yeah.
from every walk of life come on his show.
I just think he's like endlessly curious, and that's why he's interesting to me. Because like he's not personally we wouldn't be friends, but like I think like he has that vibe that at least he's interesting.
And his interviewing skills get shit on a lot too. I feel like everyone thinks he's just like this bro guy, and it's like, yeah, if you take a couple clips out of context of that, he's
Yeah.
He's a little rambly. He could.
that's just the
Wrap it up.
weed and the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
at the
I
same
agree.
time,
It's
when
like-
you rich and you have that much free
Yeah.
time, you fuck
That's
it.
his job.
To ramble out for
Yeah.
a minute. What else am I gonna do?
It's back to John Singleton here. I don't know if we've done celebrity deaths.
We haven't yet. Yes.
Yeah, we haven't done celebrity deaths with you guys. I don't know if we've done it when we had you guys on the show previously.
I was here. We did the.
Yeah, that's right.
Was it Luke Perry? It
was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
it was
sucks.
Luke Perry. Yeah.
You haven't been on here during a death.
So for the new listeners, everybody listening at home, and for you guys here, whenever we have a celebrity death, we rate their deaths and how many fucks we give, like how much we cared about them. And a solid 10 fucks is you actually cried when you found out that said person had died. So we'll go around the table here. Dusty, how many fucks do you give John Singleton?
I give him 7 fucks.
7 fucks?
Yeah.
All right. Brad?
A 10 is like crying.
Yeah, a 10 is like a full-on cry.
I'd go 6.
6? All
Yeah.
right. Britt?
Okay, I'm going to caveat this. Personally, like a 2,
Okay.
but
okay.
culturally,
That's what I did for culturally.
like probably like a solid 7.
A solid 7. Okay.
Yeah.
Leo, what
I
about
respect that answer. Thank you.
Like,
Telling the truth.
like it's just like I never saw any of his work, but I also have read probably 3 or 4 like think pieces on his work. So it's like, oh, okay, I get where he was important, and I appreciate that.
And in your defense, you're not a big movie person.
I'm not a big movie person across
so that's pretty-
across the board.
Yeah.
you? All right.
That's how it should be, as far as like the proper answer based on what you're exposed to.
Yeah.
That works. That
Personally, I'd probably say like an 8.5. You know, just the amount of movies not the amount, because I felt like he could have had more. You know, throughout the career, it's kind of spaced out, but every one he
Right.
made was very good. So I would say about an 8.5.
8.5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to go, Boys in the Hood's one of those movies that I fucking love it.
Yeah,
man.
it is a good.
Such a good movie.
I can watch it anytime, even when it's like shitty and like cut on VH1. I still have to watch the fuck out of it.
I sucked your dick.
That was actually
what's it
Menace.
called? Yeah,
Menace
Menace
Yeah.
to Society, which
See?
is another great fucking
Yeah,
flick.
I get them mixed up.
I'm gonna have to go. I'll go with 7, a hard 7.
I look like a dick now because I said 6.
That's okay.
That's cool.
It's okay. So we got 7 and 7, 14, 6. That's 20, 28.5. And then, do you want to go with your personal or your?
Let's average it out. I can't
So
do
that'd be a
math.
4?
So yeah, like a 4,
4?
4.5. Let's do 4.
Okay, so that's a 33 then. Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Who's got the
Not
highest?
too bad. Who did have the highest?
Highest what?
The highest
Fucks
percentage
ever out of anybody ever?
Yeah.
Prince.
You got to factor in the amount of people as
Yeah,
well.
we've done a lot of
Yeah.
people.
No, I meant the amount of people at the table.
Oh, yeah, that's
I mean,
true,
just like
too.
the highest percentage per capita. I guess you could say. I don't know.
Okay. Do
The highest
we
average.
actually keep score of this, or is it just
No.
live in the annals?
Pure, yeah.
Just
Yeah,
kind of
pretty
kind of
much.
lives in the annals.
Yeah.
I kind of want to keep track of it, so FYI.
Okay, well that's
Gonna do that. I'm gonna be your stats person.
That's your new job. You want
Yeah.
a notebook?
Yeah, I'm gonna have like
Okay.
So are we
Watching
gonna
baseball.
like re-rate deaths that
Yeah.
already took place?
We don't have to.
So who was our
just going
highest?
forward.
Jerry?
Yeah.
So then, where would we put?
If it's like a dry
So-
season.
Where would we put
That brings us to Chewbacca.
Chewbacca?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have Peter Mayhew.
2. Fuck
Yeah,
Star Wars.
I'm sorry.
just kidding.
I like Star Wars, but
Yeah.
I'm
I don't
sorry
know. I
to
don't
jump the
physically
gun.
know him.
Yeah.
Did how easy it was in acting was it for him? He dressed
How
up
hard
all
is it?
hairy.
Yeah, put on a
That was
costume.
it.
Oh, yeah. it's-
I'll say this. I would be probably more sad if in the new Star Wars movie Chewbacca gets killed.
versus him.
Yeah. Just if the character gets killed, I'd be way more sad.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
know?
fair. That's
Yeah, I'd give Chewie like 8 fucks. He goes this to
Yeah.
like 2, man.
I mean, I'll
Not
give him.
really.
What did he die of? This old age.
Old age, probably.
old
Being
giantism.
Chewbacca, yeah, being
Yeah.
He was
Chewbacca.
old as fuck and had like a cane. and
Sure he
shit,
had bad
said?
knees.
He found
and
out
shit.
Spielberg was a pedo and he was killed.
Yeah, that could be. I mean, I don't know if I had to give him some fucks. I'd give him 4 just for helping create the iconic character of Chewbacca.
I'd probably have to say like a 1.
Yeah.
One,
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go 1, 2.
I'd
1.
probably say like
Character,
8 or
I'd
3.
go like 8.
I don't care.
What about you, Britt?
1.
1. Wow, that's probably like the lowest. we've ever had.
Because I don't know what he looks like. I couldn't tell you. Like I couldn't pick him out of a lineup.
I mean,
like just
He
a
looks like a
big,
really
just a
tall,
big old
tiny
dude.
Tim.
Like
What's next?
yeah.
Like the dude, the arm for Alf.
I actually would be more upset about the Alf.
I would too. I really would.
Like Jim Henson, like.
Oh no, Jim Henson's a solid like 9.
My kids still watch his shit.
Yeah.
What, Sesame Street? Yeah.
Like the new stuff.
Wait,
Sis, the
isn't he
Science
dead?
Kid and all that.
Jim Henson?
I think
Yeah,
he's been dead for a long
time.
I think so.
Yeah. How long has he been dead for?
Like probably 30. He was like early 90s when he went.
Yeah, I was gonna say
92, 93.
I didn't know that Lucille Ball had been dead for 30 years.
Oh yeah,
like that's crazy to me. I fucking love Lucy.
This is random as hell, but oh man, y'all remember like Mama's Family?
Oh my God, my hillbilly neighbors
with Vicky.
No,
What was her name? Vicky Lawrence.
Vicky Lawrence,
like that?
yeah.
Man, that was my show.
I don't think I ever watched that.
Mama's Family. You've never seen?
Wasn't it a spinoff from?
It was Carol Burnett. The mama
Carol
character
Burnett,
started on Carol Burnett's show, and then it was that had a great theme song.
I know the
Mama's
character,
Family.
but I never
have
knew
no
they made a
fucking
show.
clue.
I don't know how I got from Lucille Ball to her.
I can see how you could get there. You've never seen Mama's Family.
We all the same age.
We're gonna have a Mama's
Did you guys
Family
have
party.
like TV Land or Nick at Night?
Yeah,
but
TV Land.
I don't watch a lot of TV.
Dude, my
unless
shit,
it's
my
USA
TV Land shit was
or
Andy Griffith
sci-fi.
show, man.
This
was
this
TV
was
Land.
back in the day when we didn't have anything.
Yeah, it was like
it
5, 9,
was
12,
like
and 19.
Star 64. Yeah.
It's like 8 channels back then.
I always loved like after Nickelodeon stopped, then Nick and Night
Yeah, Nick and
started,
Night.
and they would
Yeah.
show like sequentially like all the old I Love Lucy's. And so
Yeah.
that's how I came to it.
Desi Arnaz
I
used to
Love
beat the
Lucy.
fuck-
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was abusive as fuck, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I love when Lucy was like older and was just like this old broad who
Oh,
like
like
didn't give a
smoking,
fuck,
yeah,
and she
she
was
was,
just
like,
like
constantly
always
smoking.
drunk.
Lucy was hot. I'd have shagged her.
Yeah, she definitely.
Again, hot, horny,
cute.
redheaded lady. It all
She
goes
should've-
back to Mona from Who's the Boss for me, and
I was gonna say she
fucking
should have been on. Lucy should have been on
Golden Girls?
Golden Girls.
Gold, yeah, and Rue McClanahan.
Yeah. That'd have been fucking nice. Yeah.
So Chewbacca's really got the lowest score.
I think so. Not
Really?
Chewbacca, but Peter Mayhew.
Peter Mayhew.
I don't know if he's
Who's
got
gonna
the
go next?
lowest.
It all happens in threes. We got John Singleton, Chewbacca. It's a weird
Yeah.
mix this time.
Well, who was the last 3? It was Luke Perry.
Luke
and who
Perry
else?
and fuck.
I don't know. He was just the biggest one.
How
Luke
long
Perry
ago
was
did he
the
die? That was like a month and a half.
Luke
Yeah,
Perry?
Two months ago?
Yeah.
2 months, something like that. Yeah.
Well, the Nipsey Hussle got killed.
Oh, that's
around-
right.
Yeah, that's around the same
Yeah,
time.
we never even talked about him.
I think we did. We
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah, a little bit.
I can't remember.
I think we did.
I don't know.
We did.
I
Did anybody reach out to Nipsey Russell for a comment, or is he dead too?
it could
Nipsey
be.
Russell?
Based on age and time
I'm gonna look it
era,
up.
I think he probably should be. This gonna sound bad. I had a great aunt that I thought died like 15 years ago. She's still alive. Like I didn't even know.
You saw her at the grocery store, like, oh shit, I thought I went to your funeral.
She
You
old
look
as
just
hell.
like my aunt.
I was
Motherfucker, I am your aunt. Get over here.
She's like, Leah, what the fuck?
I swear to God, I thought she was dead. I felt bad.
Would you tell her that? Like, I thought
Oh,
you're
no.
dead.
I still haven't like seen her. My family was talking about like a family reunion or something, and they mentioned her name. They call her like Medea from just like the Tyler Perry movies and stuff. And it's like Medea, whatever. And I'm like, who? I'm like Henrietta, because that's her name. And they like, yeah. I'm like, oh shit. I thought she died.
thought she died.
in the late '90s. 'Cause all like her sisters and brothers been dead a long time ago. So she's like the last of the.
She's still kicking it, huh?
Yeah.
You thought she was just following the trend.
Yeah,
you
because she
know?
was old as hell when I was a kid. You know, you don't properly be able to gauge age limits
Right.
and shit like that when you're a kid. So I just thought she was like 60 when I was 6. So naturally, she would have had to be, you know, dead by now.
Yeah.
And
She
got
just
like
looked old
20.
naturally.
She got 20 kids. Like it's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like literally 20 kids?
Well, not literally, but she got probably like 15.
Damn.
That's still a lot.
Damn.
It's like
If
That old school.
one
body.
thing's for sure, her fucking uterus is probably dead.
They made them different back then.
Yeah, yours were a lot more stronger. back.
they were built for endurance.
Like girls I work with, they be like on baby number 1 and on bed rest and shit.
What?
Yeah.
It's a new phenomenon. Like our genetics don't want us to have as many kids anymore. It's like
It's all the
Earth-
steroids and McDonald's McRibs.
It's like
what it is.
the happening. You know, the Earth knows.
I agree with you. I think it's getting like that.
Yeah. Good possibility. Let's move along here.
All the sugar.
We're going on from Peter Mayhew and pregnancy to
knocked up Chewbacca's.
the Teen Mom Dog Murderer.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Segue.
Yeah, now
Pregnancy
Britt,
to
now
Teen
you're
Mom.
gonna have to help me out here because I'm not a Teen Mom fan,
Resident expert.
and I have no clue.
Brad's not a Marvel fan, but he's a Teen Mom fan.
Oh,
Yeah, I won't go see the Avengers movie, but I will watch
The
every
ball
season
is
of
in
Teen
your
Mom.
court. Take it away.
All right, let's get this concise. So Teen Mom 2, not 1, consists of 4
How
main
many
girls.
different Teen Moms are there?
There were 3. Teen Mom 3 got canceled.
Because
Teen
it
Mom
sucked.
2 has Janelle. Janelle is one of 4 other girls, and she is the one who has been married, I think now twice. She has 3 different kids by 3 different dads.
And she's still a teen.
Janelle!
Janelle. Kiefer. You're getting high with your boyfriend.
Yeah, Kiefer.
Kiefer? I see you with Kiefer.
Oh, man.
Babs is her mom, Barbara.
Fucking crazy.
Who has custody of her first child, Jace. She's now married to a maniac named David, who has been kicked off the show. And on Tuesday, David posted a video of his daughter, who's like 2, like roughhousing with like a French bulldog. French bulldog nips at the child. Instagram goes down, but he keeps the post up. And then like 7 hours later, Janelle posts this like "R.I.P. my dog" like post, like I can't believe you're
Arms
gone.
of an angel.
Yeah. R.I.P. and the dog's name is Nugget. And
Of course it was. It wasn't Oxy.
yeah. And so anyway, so apparently David, her maniac of a husband, took the dog out and shot it after the nipping action
Who the fuck
happened.
does that?
Hillbillies.
Yeah,
from
yeah.
North Carolina. And so now, then the police came to the house, and he was just like, if the police come to your house, can't they, I think the police should be able to use more force, but I guess, like, everybody on the internet, like, called the local sheriff's office, as they do, like, on the show, like, you see CPS come and go to her house all the time.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Just all show, probably.
like,
Does she still have her kids?
yeah,
Then
but...
it's all show. CPS don't fuck around, man.
I mean, you wouldn't. I mean, I don't know that for a fact, but
Really? You think it's all?
It's gotta be, man.
I mean, I really always feel like there's no such thing as that. But this is like
anyway,
legit.
yeah, he dog is dead. But the cops came and he's like, the dog's still alive, but he wouldn't like produce the dog. But I guess because like dogs are technically like property, and it's like Janelle's property if she doesn't press charges. And then, like, she's not releasing, like, a real statement. She's, like, selling the story to all these, like, clickbaity sites. And it's just... It's just a whole...
I wonder how
Alright.
much those clickbaity sites will pay you for a story.
TMZ got it, so I'm sure she got some money from that.
I've tried to tip them off to several things. They just
Nothing?
haven't given a fuck about it.
Yeah?
It's like, I don't care.
Well, it's no teen mom dog murder, but...
Yeah.
I don't know.
So how many fucks do you give about the dog dying?
I'd give this dog more fucks than Peter Mayhew.
Yeah, I would
Same.
too. I would too. I would too.
Yeah.
9.
So.
9
9
bucks.
for Nugget.
I give
9 bucks for Nugget.
Yeah.
9 fucks for... I am distraught about it. Like, I can't stop checking the stories. Like, because the dog's been on the show. Like, I know that... Kind of know.
I mean, I'm an animal lover. You know, not so much an animal
Yeah, I
lover.
know.
Like,
I walked in one day. It was fucking weird.
yeah. I mean,
It's not what you think.
yeah. The peanut butter just fell. I
Yeah.
was eating a sandwich and it fell on my lap, and the dog just happened to be there.
It'd be funny if that's that's all you heard as you came in.
Then that came from the dog, too.
I mean, just because I love animals, most animals, mainly my animals, I'll go 3 for the dog. Yeah.
Wow, that's low.
Yeah.
I don't love animals at all, actually. I don't hate them. I'm just like afraid of dogs and stuff, so I don't really get attached. So I'll probably give it a 1.
1?
Yeah.
Fair
I
enough.
really don't give a fuck.
I got a meal for you at Burger King.
Well, I guess I'm more like sad about like how the dog died more so than the dog dying itself.
I mean, hopefully it was
Well,
quick.
That's the other thing. It wasn't like a handgun. It was a shotgun.
Yeah, that's a
And-
dick.
Yeah, that's
like-
fucked
Wow.
up.
Yeah.
And then like chased it into the woods, and like it was like a
Hey,
whole.
that's crazy.
You know,
And this guy, like,
What?
this guy has this, like, mountain man beard, and he's, like, already, like, made threats against, like, his kids, if his kids ever came out as trans, like he would just like take them behind the woodshed until they weren't anymore. And
honestly, I'd be more pissed about the mess to clean up. You shoot a dog.
it was in the woods, so I mean, cleanup was probably a little easy.
It wasn't on the couch.
No,
I thought, like,
he at
like,
least
in the
waited till
house.
he was outside.
Oh,
It's just crazy that he was chasing it down.
I mean, it's not like it was it's not like it was like this German Shepherd mauling a 2-year-old. It was a fucking French bulldog.
Janelle probably came
Get
home
over
and-
here so I can shoot you.
Janelle probably came home. So what happened to my dog? And he was probably
I
like,
killed that cat, you drunk bitch.
Oh, what color was it, bitch?
Then she tried to snort it.
Oh man, I'm glad we. Oh, the same thing right there, man. That's funny.
As soon as you said that, I was like, I know where he's going with this.
Oh, what color was it, bitch?
Yeah, he must have been itching to kill the dog.
Yeah.
He been waiting.
He was just
Kill
looking for an
something.
excuse.
Yeah.
Was it a black dog?
It was Brindle.
It's gonna be her next. I'm telling
It
you.
wasn't a white dog.
Yeah.
This is gonna end.
I was gonna
No
say,
other
what the hell is Brindle? What did you?
like
Brindle,
like kind of
multicolored,
splotchy
Oh.
black and white, like
Sorry.
or
Yeah.
black and
brown
brown.
and
Yeah.
grayish kind of.
Like if you think of a
Multi-
boxer, like a boxer.
If you think of like a calico cat, picture that on a
Yeah.
dog,
I got
but
you.
more tiger stripe.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah, I just had never
Yeah.
really heard that phrase.
Yeah.
Word
Yeah,
before.
me
Brindle?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But Janelle and David are going to end murder sue.
Yeah, it's gonna be the
like,
first.
there's
It's gonna be murder suicide.
It's gonna be.
Other
it's Gonna
way.
be. Start watching. That's why you should
Like-
jump in now. Like,
Jump in now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good time to jump in.
I've seen
Plug
that
for
train
Teen
wreck
Mom.
before.
Countdown.
What's the one chick that? Oh man, I can't remember her name.
Farrah Abraham
no.
with the roast beef pussy.
Oh man, that's bad too.
Her singing's even worse than her vagina.
What's that?
Her singing.
Oh yeah,
She has a song.
she's bad.
I didn't know she had a song.
It's bad.
She got plastic surgery and everything.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
Ugh. She
Yeah.
did an anal video, didn't she?
Yeah, I like when that
Backdoor
first.
Farrah.
I like when
Yeah.
that first sex tape came out, and she was trying to say it was like a leaked sex tape.
That
and
wasn't
then
a
it's, like,
leak.
And it was,
Professionally
like-
shot with
Yeah.
James
With a
Dean.
porn
Yeah.
star, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect lighting and shit.
Yeah. She had all makeup on and shit. It was running down her face.
So what were you saying about a teen mom you couldn't remember?
I can't remember her name. She's the. She was married. She has all the tattoos, and she was married to.
Kale?
Huh?
Kalen?
No.
All the tattoos. That's
She had all the tattoos.
She
and
blonde?
she just had like another kid by
Yeah.
somebody else. Is that her
yeah.
name?
Her name is
I hate
Kalen.
that bitch.
She's just getting progressively fatter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
she
fatter
is,
every
yeah.
episode.
But it's
I was
not-
gonna say that fat bitch, but I didn't
Yeah.
want to like
Oh,
say that.
she looks like Miss. She looked like Miss Piggy.
She
like
does!
8 Miss Piggy.
Holy
like,
shit, she does look like Miss Piggy.
and she like never looks like she's having fun.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just
Like
She's just,
people from the original first couple seasons.
These are people from like the second season of 16 and Pregnant. So
Yeah.
there's
Okay, I
16
got
Pregnant one, and then there was the other one.
There's a whole timeline. It's like Star Wars.
Yeah.
There's all
Yeah.
these characters,
Yeah.
storylines.
They go in and out.
Prequels.
So like
yeah.
the kids are having kids now. And
The
shit.
kids are like
Teen
of,
grandma.
now
20-something grandma.
Teen Mom OG. I think the kids are like 11.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That makes you feel old.
give it time. They probably encouraging the kids like, hey, you don't have to, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
spin
can't-
off.
I can't
Like,
wait
hey,
for their
uh,
tell-alls. Like when the Teen Mom kids start writing tell-all books.
That's like those
I'm
Goslin
so
kids. I keep
excited.
waiting for
Yeah.
one of the Goslin kids to write.
One of them's gonna do
Yeah.
porn, and that's
Damn.
just inevitable.
that's fucked up.
They're probably thinking like, wow, I could just totally not work a day in my life. I just signed this contract, let MTV follow me around with cameras all the time.
I would.
I think I'm gonna start popping out babies.
It
Probably what
works.
they're thinking. Yeah.
It definitely works.
Yeah.
Let's get you pregnant and start a show called Unprepared Mom.
Was it 30s Mom?
Yeah.
Yeah. No
It's
thanks.
That should
It's
be
the
very
CrossFit trainers.
relatable.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't really want to watch a show where your kid gets raised by some dude that does CrossFit.
God, I don't want to stand on my head and do push-ups anymore.
I mean, that
He
might
is
be
in shape.
entertaining, but I mean, for your sake, I'd hate to
Hit a little Hercules.
broadcast that everywhere.
Hercule.
Yeah.
All right, so before we get out of here, we got to talk about this. Leo, I know you're big into conspiracy theories and stuff. I don't know if you've heard about this. There are some truthers out there
Troopers.
that are saying that the Notre Dame fire was not an accident. They're saying that it was straight up arson.
For like insurance fraud or something?
They from the video that I saw, they didn't really say why they thought that it was like arson, but they definitely thought it was like some kind of like terrorist attack. Like they got video of some dude in like a yellow jacket, like a construction worker looking kind of dude, like walking through. And
I mean, they're all like
sources say like he's a firefighter or something, but they say he's like some kind of Middle Eastern terrorist.
I need to check this out. I
Yeah,
haven't heard about this.
It's brand new from what I understand. But I wanted to get your guys' opinion on this. Do you think there might be something behind the Notre Dame fire?
Probably for like insurance stuff.
I mean,
all the money they've gotten, probably.
I mean, there are a lot of like economic protests going on over there, so it could have been. I mean, I would err more on the side of like political protest,
like the yellow jacket people,
like subversiveness versus like inside job.
See, usually, well, it may be different just because it's not in America, but we usually, create fake terrorist events and then lie and blame it on somebody else. So if it actually happened over there and they're trying to conceal the fact that the terrorist act happened itself, that's kind of odd and different than what we used to over here. So I don't know. Maybe they don't want that stigma, that come along with the country because, they dependent upon like tourism and stuff like that. So
they don't want them to think like, oh, I don't want to go there and get fucking set on fire.
I can see them potentially lying about it in that regard. I don't know. Would terrorists just start a fire though?
Yeah, that doesn't seem
not
like
their style anymore. They want to blow it up and then let it burn. Versus,
I still say Norwegian death metal band.
Yeah, try to make a name for themselves.
Fucking what's his name's out of prison.
Well, somebody just watched that movie and they were inspired by it.
Yeah. What was the name of that flick that just came out?
Fucking, we watched it. What was it?
I wanted to see it. They said it was really good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Very
Varg. It was Varg.
But yeah, what was the name of the movie? Lords of Chaos.
Lords of Chaos.
Yeah.
Well, they just set the cathedral on fire.
No, in the what is it, 80s?
Late 80s, early 90s, in the original Norwegian death metal corpse paint scene, they were like burning churches. And
they burned like 1,000-year-old Norwegian churches. Like,
damn,
people freak out about Notre Dame. Like these were like irreparable.
Yeah, just as on the same level, pretty much. Just
not as famous.
Yeah, not as Catholic.
Not as Catholic.
Yeah, they got the money to.
There was no molestation involved.
Yeah, make people care.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into that.
Yeah, look into that. Everybody look into that. We'll talk about it more next week. See what your guys' opinions are. Little conspiracy theory corner next week.
Oh, speaking of conspiracy, real quick, I couldn't watch the Montreal Screwjob thing because it wasn't online. It was,
what?
Yeah, all the other ones are up except that one. Yeah, it's
so good, man.
Fucking, that's Vice for you, man.
Did you watch it, Jerry?
No, I still haven't watched it.
Did you watch Wrestling with Shadows?
No,
I started to, and then my kids started crying, so I was like, fuck.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Well, what I saw was really good.
They made a Backdraft too.
What?
I just saw that online. I'm sorry. I just think of the fire it just made. I'm like, you late as fuck. Man.
Yeah.
Like 37 years later.
Yeah.
Backdraft 2?
I forgot what happened during Backdraft 1. It was like some fires.
Like Kurt Russell or
a Baldwin.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh,
no,
man.
that's just fucking odd.
Yeah.
Backdraft 2 on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you give a shit?
Zero.
-8.
Negative 98 degrees.
Like, who paid for that shit?
Fuck, no one's coming to my Backdraft 2 viewing party now. I'll give you guys invitations after.
It's probably such a bad idea if I click the online link. It's probably the original movie.
Yeah.
They're just fucking around.
Like, ooh, Backdraft 2, click. Oh, it's just the first one. Fuck.
We have Backdraft 2, like, as well. Bad joke.
I just want to watch Backdraft. That's what I'm going to do. Fall asleep tonight.
Yeah, in the first 10 minutes. And shit.
Speaking of falling asleep tonight, I think I'm going to watch a little, was it Backdoor Hannah or Farrah?
Oh,
Backdoor Hannah. I was like, who's this?
Oh, that's probably a movie, too. Come on.
Probably,
That's true. Watch that before I go to bed, set the mood.
Her name could be spelled frontwards and backwards.
Yeah, technically, if it was Hannah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but not Farrah.
Oh, that's true. It could. Wow, blowing my mind.
Farrah. If it was Farrah.
Yeah.
Farrah.
Yeah.
That's where we
Just
are.
gonna give up halfway through the video. Like,
Yeah. I'm good.
Go wash my hands.
I don't want Arby's
eat some
anymore.
Arby's.
I'm done with that double R burger.
We have the meat.
But yeah, that is going to be our time this week, folks. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on YouTube, Facebook, and Periscope/Twitter, whatever you're watching us on. I want to thank you guys. We'll be hitting it again next week. Back on Friday next week, not on Thursday. Friday's just a good day.
Yeah, if they're doing this, honestly, it was Trying to get here today.
Yeah. It was a weird day. Like all day, I kept thinking it was Friday.
Yeah, and
it
I'm
was
gonna think it's Friday.
Yeah,
You're gonna wake up.
It's Friday.
Damn it.
Yeah. But anybody in the Louisville area, if you're watching or listening, tomorrow night head down to Trixie's on Preston Highway. Me and Dusty B are going to be there, getting crunk, watching Little Debbie and some strippers do that weird ass crab walk thing across the stage. I know that freaks Dusty out.
Like it. It's weird.
It's like Exorcist shit. Yeah.
Ratchet.
Give me making it
Should
rain.
take Little Debbie's to the Little Debbie show. Strippers love snacks.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I consider
Make it rain, Debbie cakes,
Yeah.
25-cent Star Crunches, bitches. Spelt
Little
them.
Debbie makes Star Crunches?
Yeah, doesn't she?
I don't
Star
know.
Crunch is Little Debbie.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think it is, yeah. I fucking love Star
I can't
Crunches,
remember.
man.
Star Crunches are
Fuck
bad,
that. I ain't
but-
getting none of them bitches from anyone.
What will you do for Nutty Buddy?
Yeah.
Where
They
were you?
take a Nutty Buddy.
Like, I'll eat that Nutty Buddy out of your ass.
Some dash.
Tastes peanut butter. Yeah. Also protects against peanut butter flakes.
Yeah.
or sugar cookie flakes.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck that. The wafer. Yeah. The wafer flakes. But yeah, make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that fun stuff. Throw up the mail thing. Push the up arrow there. Send us free shit.
What do you think about the fans that are into this?
Yeah.
What type of people you think they are?
I don't want to
No,
know.
they're fucking awesome.
Yeah, send us stuff, man. We'll talk about it on the show. I didn't check the mailbox this week because, my hopes are pretty fucking low. But yeah, send us something. We'll talk about it. Or, if you got a product you want us to check out, fucking send it our way. Or even if you just want to send us fucking hate mail. We used to get hate mail back in the day.
hepatitis.
We used to get hate mail
Yeah,
back
we used
in
to
the
get
day.
hate voicemails
Yeah,
and
we
shit.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, shit
gotta
was fun.
Got to try harder.
We used to get all kinds of hate mail.
We
and
used
shit.
Got to try harder.
Yeah, that's all we got to do.
We had one
man.
dude message us like, "Quit fucking carving shit on the bathroom stall."
Yeah, quit carving that shit in the bathroom stalls.
Yeah.
Hooters.
That's crazy because people are so sensitive these days. Surprising
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
flowing through.
Yeah.
You would think, man. I don't know. We got to do something to get our name out there.
Start saying stuff about Jewish people. That usually really gets.
That's
going
true.
over,
God.
Wait till the election time.
yeah. Oh yeah. We'll get it going. Pop it off.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to be our time. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I'm Jerry Saylor.
I'm left for Slubby Dusty B.
I'm Brad Sabbath.
I'm Brit Fred.
I'm Leo Bishop.
And
We
outta
are
here.
out.
Fuck you, Toby.